Good morning, and welcome to another segment of the Werff Report for February 27th. Keep America vigilant. 23. Explosive revelation. A joint special meeting by the Arizona Senate and House Elections Committees has revealed that a fake mortgage and real estate transaction scam is being used by the Sinaloa Cartel to bribe elected officials and control the state of Arizona, as the U.S. Energy Department concludes that COVID-19 likely originated from a lab. Video shows ballots being shredded on election night in Montana. The Alabama Secretary of State made a surprise visit to the ERIC system headquarters in Washington, D.C., only to find no sign of the organization. The EPA pauses the hauling of hazardous waste from East Palestine, and 3 fires at Mexico state-owned oil facilities within 24 hours. These stories and more in this explosive segment of the Werff Report. First, to East Palestine, Ohio, where the EPA has temporarily paused the hauling of hazardous waste out of the area. Moving forward, the disposal plans, including locations and transportation routes for contaminated waste, will be subject to EPA review and approval. As of Saturday night, 20 truckloads, or 280 tons, of hazardous solid waste had been hauled away, with 5 truckloads returning to East Palestine. According to the governor's office, quote, currently about 102,000 gallons of liquid waste and 4,500 cubic yards of solid waste remain in storage on site in East Palestine, not including the 5 truckloads returned to the village. And quote, additional solid and liquid wastes are being generated as the cleanup progresses. This as residents are reporting new symptoms. One resident's voice sounds like he's inhaled helium. According to the New York Post, 40-year-old Wade Lovett stated, quote, doctors say I definitely have the chemicals in me, but there's no one in town who can run the toxicological tests to find out which ones they are. And quote, my voice sounds like Mickey Mouse. My normal voice is low. It's hard to breathe, especially at night. My chest hurts so much at night, I feel like I'm drowning. I cough up phlegm a lot. I lost my job because the doctor won't release me to go to work. But don't worry, folks. The government says the air and water are perfectly fine. Just go ahead and ignore the locked-out water fountains at this East Palestine high school. Meanwhile, after a mysterious white ash appeared in West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania that residents say was dropped by a plane passing overhead, the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection issued a new statement last week saying, quote, the WVDEP received reports late Thursday night about the dust and mobilized inspectors to the area to collect samples and identify potential sources. No obvious sources have been identified at this time. And quote, no shelter-in-place advisories have been issued for this area. No worries, folks. Just go about your business. We have no idea if this is a biological weapon attack, but just keep doing what you're doing, and we'll let you know when we find out what it is. How ridiculous of a response. And then they wonder why we don't trust the government. Their narratives defy common sense, and if it doesn't make sense, it's likely not true. Next to Pennsylvania, where alleged Senator John Fetterman is rumored to be brain dead while hospitalized at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. His wife, staff, etc. have told the public that he was hospitalized for depression on February 15th. Former NYPD officer turned conservative radio host John Cardillo tweeted on Saturday, quote, being told that Fetterman is essentially brain dead and it's being hidden because keeping him in office until August 18th avoids a special election which Republicans would most certainly win. This must be investigated. From this point on, we're not allowed to say or show you what we're about to on this platform, or we'll almost certainly be punished for it. For those of you that have been with us from the beginning, you know that YouTube had previously labeled our content as, quote, harmful to the public, and nearly banned us permanently on at least 2 separate occasions. So please, join us for the rest of this segment at thewerffreport.com, where we can say exactly what we want without fear of censorship, suppression, or the banning of our account for only $1.99 a month or $15 a year. And for all the trolls out there who don't like our business model, no need to comment. Just keep scrolling. We clearly have our reasons. For everyone else, your support helps us do what we do. See you there.